Oh, those San Diego Padres are coming in hot, Cam, your former team, making it a little two-game deficit in the National League West with plenty of time and some games against the Dodgers still to go. But they had a nice comeback win yesterday. And you know what helps? Trade additions like Ryan O'Hearn hitting a home run in the ninth inning off a bad bullpen in what the Diamondbacks have and a nasty bullpen and what the Padres have. So they get another run in extras and then they win it.
Yeah, I was sitting back watching that game 2-1 going into that last inning, and sure enough, there you go, hanging slider. Ryan O'Hearn comes through big, and I'm not mistaken, that was his first homer against the lefty, right? So I just like all the things that are going on right now, the synergy, the chemistry, the togetherness that the Padres are playing with, and Scotty, my favorite thing about the Padres is we talked about it with the Brewers. They know how to manufacture runs. You see it, Jose Iglesias. I mean, throwing out singles, Bogey starting to swing it well. He's getting hot. I love the Freddie Fermin acquisition, right? That's the one that nobody's going to talk about. Freddie Fermin's going to be the guy that somewhere down the stretch when you need a big win, you need to get a guy over, he's going to lay down a bunt. He's going to do a baseball play type of thing that's going to propel the Padres. So I just love all the moves, and huge for Ryan O'Hearn to come up. But I think this is just bigger than just one or two pieces. I mean, they covered so many holes across the board: depth, arms, chemistry, the right type of characters. This was fun to watch.
They've even got the Mr. Clutch from last year, Jose Iglesias, who came through in extras too. I mean, he was
Yep.
pissed that he didn't sign back with the Mets. Mets didn't want him, and he's like, "My dream is to be in the NLCS this year and have a big clutch knock against the Mets."
Every offseason, I'm sorry, KP, I'm gonna let you go, but just think about this. Every offseason, here we are talking about Jose Iglesias signing minor league deals. What are we doing? Here we are every year talking about, Luis Ariz and his defense, and he doesn't hit homers, and he's gonna win like his third or fourth, three batting titles in a row. Like, let's start to celebrate the baseball players, right? The guys who play the game and make winning plays. Like, I'm tired of hearing about what these guys don't do well. They continue to be clutch, and the Padres and AJ Preller, they very much value these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say good for Ryan O'Hearn. When you get traded mid-season, you're kind of just looking for that moment where you feel like you belong on your new team. There's a lot of pressure getting traded over a team, especially a team like the Padres that have goals of winning a World Series. And for him to step up, first home run against a left-handed pitcher right there, probably wasn't getting a lot of chances against left-handers in Baltimore. And that's just something that just gives him confidence where the Padres are like, it's the ninth inning. You're our guy. We brought you over here for this reason. For him to hit a big home run like that, it's cool to see. And we talked about the Dodgers early in the season, a team where you look at their roster and it's just star after star after star after star. And the Padres are quickly shortening that gap. You could talk about the Padres lineup and it's star after star after star. And they also have those glue guys. You talked about the Jose Iglesias. I know what it's like to be undervalued, underappreciated. Some of the most important things you do don't show up on a stat sheet. It's hard to quantify clutch. It's hard to quantify clubhouse chemistry and culture and just being a good teammate. It's going to be an interesting race down the stretch.
So I want to bring up this quote from O'Hearn, new addition to the team, and usually a really good interview. We've had him on. Nice and simple, Cam. He goes, "This is the deepest lineup I've ever been a part of." Now, remember, he was on the Orioles this year. He's been on the Orioles, I think, at least last year, if not the year before as well. So some Orioles teams that could bang a little bit. But he did not hesitate. He was very clear. This is the team, not the one I was on.
Yeah, and then when I look at the word deep, I said it the other day, Scotty, the details matter. And when I talk about deep, they don't just wait around for the homer, right? They really stretch out a rotation. They really stretch out a bullpen. They have team at bats, right? You're seeing guys fighting when they get to two strikes, turning the 0-2 count into a 7, 8, 9, 10 pitch at bat. Like, those are the type of quality of at bats that make that depth really serious. Instead of just waiting for the homer or waiting for that guy to hit a home run or do something big, they have a way to manufacture runs and just really drain the life out of a rotation and a bullpen, as you saw last night. So I think that's what he means when he talks about depth, as well as KP talking about the stars in that lineup. They're really starting to play just like they are stars.
Do old teammates care when someone says that? You know, he was on the 23 and 24 O's that made the playoffs, KP, or you're like, hey, good for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you get traded or when you play on a new team, you got to be all in. And I like to see that as he's just being all in. This is not like he's not throwing shade. It's easy for us to sit here, or if I'm an Orioles fan, how dare he say that? Like, what else is a player supposed to do? He gets traded to a new place, a microphone gets stuck in his face. He's coming off this super emotional home run. He finally feels like he belongs. He probably get asked a question, is this the deepest lineup you've ever been a part of? And he probably said, yeah, this is the deepest lineup I've ever been a part of. And that's not throwing shade at the team he was previously on. That's just him showing his commitment to his new team, wanting to be part of the boys.
Hey, one more component for you, Cam. Michael King, who can pitch like a number one if he's feeling good, scheduled for Saturday. And they're playing the Red
Yeah.
Sox on Saturday. So he should be back for the stretch run. He's feeling all right.
Yeah, and right now I'm sure he's in a place where they've taken their time. He's feeling good. He's feeling healthy, and this is like a late trade line, acquisition. And you talk about Michael King, so we talk about Mason Miller coming in, shutting the door last night. We know how dominant the bullpen has been, and then you add this guy back to the rotation. It just, I think it bodes, well for the Padres, and I'll say it right now. I think they will end up winning this division because more than anything, they're healthy right now. But I love the chemistry that they're playing with. Like KP said, there's no stat for character, chemistry, and camaraderie. So, and this is the most together I've seen them in the last 2 years. I talked about it last year. Mike Schilt coming in really has brought the boys together. And I really believe teams go how their manager goes. And he's the type of guy you show up every day and you're excited to come to the ballpark and play for it. And you see it in these guys.
Kratz, there are a lot of people out there that pay rent and they don't get anything for it.
Might as well change that. You can get some rewards for flights, hotels, tons of stuff.
With Built, you can earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards airlines, hotels, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and much more. It doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and enjoy experiences just for Built members every month. They're turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood, wherever you call home, by going to joinbuilt.com/foul. That's joinbilt.com/FOUL. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you. joinbuilt.com/foul. Go for it.
I want you guys to tell me which team you like better for the regular season, because I think they're both playoff teams, and which team you like better in October. You can have different answers here. Which team do you think wins the National League West and do you think is better for a regular season run? Now, remember, you tighten things up in the playoffs. You don't have to worry about your number 5 starter, stuff like that, right? So I think there's a big difference. I've done that sometimes, like last year, talking about the Phillies and the Mets. I'm like, Phillies I like better in the regular season. Mets I like better in the playoffs. That's how that plays out. So with the Dodgers and the Padres, KP, what do you like regular season? What do you like October?
This might shock some people here, but I think I like the Padres better in the regular season because I do think it means more to them to win a division than it does to the Dodgers. And in a playoff series, where we're standing right now, the way both teams are playing, I think I would have to take the Padres too. And I just look at how deep their bullpen is. It's a healthy bullpen. And when the Dodgers bullpen's healthy, it can be as good as the Padres bullpen. But I think about the bullpen of the Padres and how good it is and how deep it is. And they have 5 legitimate closers on the back end. You can shorten the game in a postseason series.
Hey, my boy said it. Superman said it. I think it's that simple. I mean, I'm looking at it all in totality. I'm looking at even right now, from beginning to end, what Mookie Betts has went through. Right, that's one of their key pieces. That's one of their cornerstones. I just think sometimes you have seasons like Mookie maybe have. Not saying he won't get it together, but things just feel right for the Padres. And then KP said it. When you talk about being able to shorten the game and make it a 5-inning game, the Padres have just that. I mean, if somebody gets in trouble at the bullpen, they can go to another guy. They can go to another guy. They don't have to wish and hope that, hey, this guy figures it out a batter or 2 from now. And I just think that lineup, I like right now. I love the pieces that they added. Defensively, I think they're better. I think the starting rotation is better right now. I don't know how healthy those guys will be. And then, too, just coming into the season on the back end thinking that these guys are going to dominate, the Snells of the world and some of the other guys that they'll have come back. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Padres on both ends for sure.
I'm leaning towards the Padres as well. I think they've got 5 guys that can close out games, and the Dodgers have a really strong bullpen too. I just haven't seen something talent-wise like what the Padres are bringing to the table with their bullpen. Even if the Dodgers have a little edge, I think, on offense. The other thing I look at is how does Michael King look over the next week or month and a half? Because if he looks like the Michael King that we're used to seeing the last year and a half, then KP, I mean, that's a number 1 starter. He was dominant from what I remember in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I mean, health is the big thing. I mean, we talked about the Padres bullpen. They're healthy right now. If you get the Dodgers bullpen healthy, which is a big if, you got Kirby Yates out, you got Tanner Scott out, Blake Training's coming back. I mean, I'd take those 3 on the back end of a bullpen any day of the week. But the question is, are they going to be healthy? Are they going to be able to kind of get into midseason form? We're almost entering September here. We're getting close to the end of the season. Are they going to have enough time to get ready and get back into, closing shape? I mean, that's the question that needs to be answered to me.
Yep.
And not to mention, at the end of the day, the Padres just have not only do they have a bullpen, they have the depth. Like KP said, I mean, they have, you name 5, but they have, I mean, nobody's talking about Morejon. I mean, he was an all-star, right? Like that dude can come in and get lefties or righties out. There's so many places you can go to. I just think, I mean, and I've said it before, we very rarely, we haven't had a back-to-back World Series champion, so it feels like the Padres' time right now. I don't think they're afraid anymore, right? I know the Dodgers have the history behind them, the winning pedigree, but I think the Padres, when you watch them play, you see something different. You talked about it, KP talked about it last night. I was watching the game. When O'Hearn hit that homer, Manny Machado, he's Unk now in the locker room. Unk is like, not only is he coming to outside, he's climbing over the railing, right? Like he could have went to the step. Like dudes are excited and hype and playing for each other. It looks like your at bat means just as much to me as it means to you. And when you have that going, man, when you have guys showing up and really rooting for each other, it starts to create something special. And you add guys like Mason Miller. These are clubhouse guys. These aren't just talented guys. They're character guys, and you just continue to add character with the talent. You're spelling, something special. It's something special brewing.